Hello YouTube Nation, this is Ron from RTR Gearheads, back with you here with some more content. In this video coming up, Junior's actually working on the Olds S10, the Olds, it's Olds 350 rocket in there. He's going over a brief summary of some of the updates. He's been working on the truck. The video might seem like it skips around a little bit. We're having technical difficulties with actually transferring and uploading some of the content, so we had to go in and edit it. But go ahead and watch and let us know what you guys think. Again, Ron from RTR Gearheads. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, sorry for the pause there. Someone actually rolled up thinking we were open. No, we're not. Anyway, I'm gonna see, can I zoom this out a little bit? Look at that. Anyway, so the only clamps that are gonna be involved, back to what I think I was talking about, this one, just so I don't have to mess with the collectors to actually remove the rest of the exhaust. And I think this one is going to be the last clamp left. So 3 clamps all together. Like I said, something just has to hold it together for now. It is solid. It doesn't leak. I think the only leak might be like a tiny one right here, but it seems to have gone away after I tightened it. But yeah, 3 clamp system. The rest I'm going to have Dan, a good friend of mine for the past couple years. He does a lot of crazy stuff. I'd love to show some of his stuff on here, but right now it's kind of a slow time for him. But anyway, he's got this ridiculously nice welder. Don't know who he decided to, pay off to get that thing, but it's nice. It's honestly, it auto adjusts. It'll get these welds burnt in perfectly from literally this clamp and this clamp all the way back to that muffler. I would weld it to the muffler as well, but I'd rather, just in case the muffler ever becomes an issue or something happens to it, just quick swap out and in. I'll have to redo a tailpipe, which it goes right past the diff. Don't need to do anything crazy. Maybe later down the line, we'll make it come out, go out the bed. Doesn't need to. It's going to be antique plated, and it goes well past anywhere of any damage, so nothing's going to happen. I will start this thing up for you guys to hear it as well at some point here shortly, just kind of going over everything that was done. The exhaust it starts out at 2 1/4. I think I started with that, and then right here after this Y pipe steps up to 2 1/2. Not too much, not too little, nothing crazy. It doesn't need to be. Got the flex pipes in. I didn't want the whole thing to be rigid. I wanted to have some flexibility after here. Just to be able, it can move. It's like a normal system. That way, hopefully nothing can crack or break off or loosen up or anything crazy. Other thing down here is we did the transpan gasket. It was the last thing left of actual drivability because Dad and I walked in the garage one day and there was fluid all over the floor. We knew it leaked. We didn't know how much it leaked. It's been started up numerous times before. And without leaking, and I guess just one time letting it actually warm up to complete, temperature, it said no thank you, and it actually had a really big leak from the front seal here. I did find out why. One of these bolts, this one actually right here that's brand new, the hole in the transmission was partially stripped at the beginning threads, not letting the stock bolt actually grab and hold torque. All the other ones were actually slightly loose from what the torque spec was supposed to be, which in all my research I haven't found a specific torque spec for it other than between 10 to 13 foot-pounds, so that's what I did. It's been started up full heat cycle twice now to fill the trans just to make sure it was all set. It has not leaked a single drop, so that is awesome. It was a little bit smoky and worried me, but it ended up just being the galvanized coating or whatever coating is on this damn exhaust. heating up and burning off. So thankfully, nothing catastrophic happened there. It was fine. I'm sure it's going to burn off a little bit more once the truck's actually driven, but it's gotten up to full temp 2 or 3 times now since. So also, we've been saying on this channel with this truck from the beginning that this was a Chevy Power Glide transmission. Well, once a guy, or as Vice Grip likes to call it, a feller, got the pan off to do the gasket and the filter, realized the filter didn't match, and also realized then, like, hey, this is the wrong gasket. Come to find out, this motor, or not motor, the motor's an Olds motor, but the transmission is also an Olds transmission, which kind of just goes with the Hearst tribute truck theme. It is still a 2-speed, but it is the ST300 transmission from 64 to 69, Olds, Buick, Pontiac, all that. So it kind of fits the theme. It was a toss-up. There was actually a great company I'd like to shout out to, because I could not find this gasket and filter anywhere. I could find everything under the sun, Power Glide, 13-bolt, Buick transmissions, everything under the sun. But I could not find this gasket and filter. There's actually a company called Whitcraft in Maryland. They work on auto transmissions. They didn't have the gasket, but they said, hey, there's this company in New Jersey. They know about all this older stuff, especially if you're talking about the 60s. Call them, see what they got. And at best, I thought, hey, this truck's going to be stuck on my lift for the next 3 days until Monday, until someone can get a cheap version of the gasket in. And at that point, I still couldn't even find a new filter. So I called Fatsco in New Jersey, called them yesterday. Today's Friday. I don't know when you'll be seeing this. I don't know how long it'll take to upload, or if Dad's going to edit it any. Might cut out the section of the lift going up, because I didn't realize how slow and annoying that was going to be. I literally called him yesterday. It was a little bit more than I wanted to put into the gasket, but I literally said, yep, it's a 64 to 69 ST300 out of an Olds. And he said, oh yeah, filter looks kind of triangular, 14-bolt 2-speed. I was like, yeah. He's like, yep, I got the gasket and filter here. Credit card info, and I can get you sent out. Should be there tomorrow. And I was like, really now? So and it held true. Showed up around lunchtime today, and I finished cleaning up the pan and getting everything done. Unfortunately, and of course, this is one of the transmissions that doesn't have a drain plug. I wasn't taking the time to weld a bung in it. I'm just gonna hope right off the bat it's good. Which, like I said, it hasn't leaked. So sorry for all the random walking as well. I know everyone on the channel hasn't seen underneath of this truck. So I'm kind of just walking through while talking, so I'm not standing still, or you're just staring at whatever I'm talking about. Everyone on the channel hasn't seen underneath of this truck. So I'm kind of just walking through while talking, so I'm not standing still, or you're just staring at whatever I'm talking about. But this is the truck that we were talking about. It was a full frame off restoration. The cab isn't even from this frame. Kind of pieced together 2 trucks. Don't remember what we called it. It was either Franken truck or 666 truck, as part of, the number on this truck had 666 in it, which we thought was absolutely hilarious, especially, 5 to 7 years ago. I did tighten the leaf springs as well. This bed, it will be getting a wood floor. Whoever tried to run air ride to it decided to cut that one support, so we do have to make that a thing again to lay the rails. But yeah, anyway, so that's realistically what was done as far as main drivability. The exhaust was finished. Transpan gasket was done. The oil filter was temporarily, actually mounted. Like I said, that is not permanent mounting, but I do want suggestions on where this filter can go. These are oil rated hoses. I don't know what temperature they're rated for. I do have the tubing heat shield to go over them if I decide to go this way with it, to get it into that frame idea. But like I said, I like ideas. If someone has a different idea that doesn't involve crossing over to the other side or running it into the engine bay, I am all ears. Please give me your ideas. I am going to lower it, show you under the hood. There was a couple small things I did there and still have to do to kind of wrap up under the hood for now until I get whatever else I need for down there. But I'm going to pause the video and lower it down so you don't have to sit here and stare at the truck lowering itself. And I will be right back with you under the hood. I lied to you. I said I'd be back with you under the hood. Just wanted to give an update on the interior as well. Don't look at my mirrors. Probably going to order new ones, because this one, The spring is just completely destroyed on the inside. So it's got some JB plastic weld. These are the Bravada seats that we put in there. I still have the other white truck to pull the door panels out of that match the color of these seats. I still have the dash in the other truck that is the same color as the seats. We're gonna end up with black carpet after I do some sound deadening and heat padding under the carpet. Gonna figure out a headliner eventually and whatever's supposed to be in this back cab. But yeah, like I said, I will show you under the hood before I start it up, so you guys can hear it with the exhaust for the first time and for the third time that I've heard it since this motor has even been in this truck, which is a huge moment altogether. So it is that old truck, the Olds 350 in it. Everything that could have been moved out of here was moved out of here. I do need to do a good cleanup under this engine bay because everything is new, everything's nice. Currently, the only sensor I did hook up because I needed it, especially for warm-up procedure, was the coolant temp sensor to go to the triple gauges. Like I said, the interior will eventually look fancy. The goal of this was to not finish the truck while it was here at the shop. The goal was to handle all the hard drivability parts of the truck. Wheels might change. I do have a set of black wheels that might go on it until I can track down the wheels I want. If anyone out there knows, there was a version of wheels that Vision, I believe, produced. The official name of them were the Vision Dazzlers, but they also had a contract with Hurst, contract, deal, sponsorship, whatever, with Hurst. They actually put out a version with Hurst center caps. They called them Hurst Recreation wheels, Hurst Rendition wheels. I don't know the official Hurst name of them. I don't care if it's the Hurst version. Vision Dazzlers is the important part. Preferably, if anyone knows, like I said, I've already called Fitment Industries. I've already called a bunch of wheel places, offset, custom offsets, everybody. Nobody can find these wheels other than Facebook Marketplace. I'm not paying $2,000 for them. Some guy on Marketplace had them up for $2,000 because he didn't want to separate the tires, and the tires were all of that value. These wheels originally sold for 150 bucks, brand new a pop. They're going to be used now. I don't want to pay that much, but if I have to, I might. I'd prefer not to. They meet them in, I believe, 17s, 18s, and 20s. I don't want 20s. I don't want 18s. At most, the 17s, which we're still not fully set on, especially because I don't know if I can find those wheels ever again. But they made a gold set and a black set, and all they were a modern recreation specifically for resto mods for Hurst type vehicles. And they look just like the Hurst rally wheels or whatever you want to call them, with the gold and the chrome lip and everything. The wheels are still an ongoing battle. Again, it drives now. Yes, the truck still has a lot of things to get done. As far as tidying up, like the interior, the bed being one color is a big thing of mine. I'm trying to debate how I want to do that, whether I want to find someone that can cut me a deal on it, whatever, or do it myself like we did the first time. The front of this cab does need cleaned up and clear coated. Actually, all of the cab, anything that's white, it needs clear coated and wet sanded and buffed at this point beforehand. But anyway, we're gonna have cleaner wire routing. Coolant temp sensors just ran through there for now. I did start to make a hole down above the transmission, far enough away from the manifold that it won't be a problem, but to run the voltage gauge, coolant temp, and oil pressure, only three things we need to monitor, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to start it up, and you guys can hear it for the first time with an exhaust. Don't mind the mess inside of here. Like I said, it's been a bit and a lot of parts. Everything starts. Sorry if it's a little loud. I am recording this as a bonus clip. I don't know if Dad's exactly going to post it. Kind of up to him. Nothing too special in this video. Just a little bonus clip. Like I said, don't know if he's going to post it. It's just a quick little lap around the building. I still do have to fully bleed the brakes, so if you see the brake light pop on, that's why. But yeah, just a quick little lap around the building. Nothing too special. Turn you sideways here. Try and drive this thing with one hand. It's all manual steering. But she moves. There's nothing wrong with her. I mean, well, stuff that needs done. Very basic inside of here at the current moment. But like I said, it's just a bonus video of a lap. It is completely up to him if he posts it. But if he does, I'll give you something sweet to go with it. Like I said, it is up to him. Back here, in case he doesn't want to include that last part, it's up to him, but this is the other part. If he wants to stitch it, he's more than welcome to. I will talk about that with him later. Being the 2-speed, she does give us a little bit, and not even fully warmed up.